Over the past 2 years, DLP funding has made a remarkable difference in our Ladywood schools. What began as a vision to improve provision for pupils with SEND has grown into something powerful, a collaborative movement driven by compassion, expertise and a deep commitment to inclusion. In June and July 2025, we revisited the schools involved to see how the impact has continued into its second year and to hear directly from the dedicated SENCOs and staff who all make it happen.
Hello, I'm Claire Forrest, Head Teacher of Nelson Primary School and leader of the Ladywood DLP project. One of the biggest successes of this project has been the collaborative working amongst the SENCOs in Ladywood. They've worked incredibly hard to make sure that their schools are inclusive as possible.
Right, so I'm Jenny Foxall, I'm the SENCO here at St Catherine's. As a new SENCO, the support from DLP has been absolutely vital. We've had a growing number of children with complex needs, and having the support from DLP, from Karen and the team and all the other SENCOs, I haven't felt like I'm on my own. I've had that support. So I know on our tour around today we talked a lot about supporting children with their emotions, because we've accessed emotion coaching training. So all the staff have that in mind when supporting the children throughout the day. And the Sunshine Room development where we are at the moment. So because we're getting an increasing number of children with complex needs, Karen has supported me and the staff to think about developing the space, think about the different areas that we need in here for movement, messy play, calm down zone with the lights, and all the lights have been funded by DLP as well.
Nelson, like other Ladywood schools, have embedded the zones of regulation into everyday practice. Children use these resources to help regulate their emotions throughout the day.
Before entering the classroom each morning and afternoon, pupils use the zones of regulation on the classroom doors to check in with how they are feeling. Calm corners outside the classrooms are equipped with books and resources that help children manage and cope with the emotions linked to each zone. Children are taught that no zone is a bad zone. All emotions are valid and healthy. This approach supports pupils in recognising, naming and regulating their feelings in a positive and supportive way.
Basically, I can't sit for too long because then my back will start hurting. So like basically if I'm reading a book and I'm thinking I don't want to lose track, I can put this up where I can see my book, and yeah.
Sensory circuits are now a core part of daily routines in many of our DLP schools. These short, structured physical sessions help pupils to regulate their bodies and minds before learning begins. They typically include a sequence of alerting, organising and calming activities, helping children feel ready to focus, reducing anxiety and improving their ability to engage in the classroom. At the Oratory Roman Catholic Primary and Nursery School, sensory circuits are used to great effect. Staff have created bespoke routines that meet the needs of individual children, supporting emotional well-being and readiness to learn. It's another example of how the DLP has helped embed inclusive practice across Ladywood in ways that make a difference every single day.
When I first started at Summerfield Primary, I started as a one-to-one, and there were no facilities for children with SEND or who were having trouble regulating their emotions. The only place you could really go was like outside, and that was a problem during winter because it was too cold and a lot of the children didn't like being in the cold. And since we've had the sensory room, it's been of great benefit. The children love it. It helps them to calm down. It helps them to regulate their emotions. It's a space, a calming space for all the children. Even the children in reception, when they first start in September, they're a bit nervous, they're a bit scared, they're upset. And bringing them here just makes them feel happier and more excited about being in school.
At St George's, the DLP project has helped to create and develop calm, supported spaces where children can regulate their emotions, feel safe, and be encouraged by staff. By offering approaches like talk boost, sensory circuits, and regulation zones, children are supported to feel confident and ready to learn.
Ladywood project this year has been very impactful for me. I started as a new Senko last January, and the networking opportunities that DLP have brought myself and the skills that they've upskilled myself in have been really helpful for me in my development, but also how to implement that in our school. So the networking meetings that we have every so often, I've been able to model, to get ideas from other staff members and use that in our school, which has been really helpful. I've also been able to go and look at other schools to see their best practice and how to implement that in ours. I've also been having support from 2 of the DLP members for the paperwork side of being a Senko, and how that has been super impactful for myself. And is also the children as well, and their impact that they're making on our children in school. So we've had lots of interventions that DLP have brought to us, for example drawing and talking or Brick Club, which have really developed the children's confidence and their communication skills.
Brick Club is a session where children in small groups try and improve friendship skills, communication skills, and give each other a chance to build better relationships.
We got a lot of support within the first year because we had the children in the mainstream classrooms to adapt the curriculum, how to adapt the curriculum, how to use attention autism strategies, how to include more sensory-based activities, more communication-based activities. So I personally received a lot of support, and the other teachers who had children with high needs in their classroom. So we got a lot of support during the first year for that, and how to make those adaptations for children who have got those complex needs, and how do we adapt our environment to meet those needs. And I think this is honestly the highlight, I would say, for what they did for us. The nest, we call it our nest, because all our classes are named after different birds. So we have nest. So we thought we had chicks in our nursery, and then we moved up to wagtails and finches. So we then thought about what should we call it, and we thought this is our nest. And this is where our children we find very close to our heart are in our nest.
The DLP project has made a huge difference in our school. The training that they've offered has been excellent. It's been based on ADHD, autism, dyslexia, emotion coaching and Tourette's, and it's been fantastic. It's really empowered the school to have confidence with supporting those individual children with specific needs. Having Karen Davis come into our school has been a really positive impact across the school. She's worked directly with children and with teachers and really developed our practice. Our SEND provision across the school has now got really strong. The termly meetings that we have with Steve Brown's group have really helped us. We've come together as a network to reflect and share good practice and ideas, and it just helps you not to feel like you're alone, and it's really developed as a good team. Overall, the DLP project has really had a good impact on our SEND provision, and we've really developed it over the last couple of years. It's been fantastic and we're really grateful for the support.
As you've seen, the DLP has made a huge difference to the schools across Ladywood, from sensory circuits, regulation zones and calm spaces like the Sunshine Room, Nest and Nelson's Cabin. We're enabling children to feel safe and secure and ready to learn. SENCOs are supporting one another, staff have grown in confidence through training and families feel more included and understood. These are powerful steps forward. The DLP has shown us that inclusion isn't just about resources or spaces, it's about the way we work together, the mindset we bring and the belief that every child deserves to flourish. When schools collaborate, when staff feel supported and when children feel valued, everybody benefits. This is the legacy of the DLP and it's one that we are determined to carry forward in the years to come.
Cheese!